You look at the competitiveness, the bunchiness of this Western Conference, but there is favorable matchups for teams.
Yeah.
So you got to look at that. Like everyone's record similar, everyone's a good team, but right now it's about however this playoffs goes, it's about matchups. So for instance, OKC, I mean the Lakers are a bad matchup for OKC for some rhyme or reason, however you want to put it. It's a bad matchup. I guarantee you they would rather play damn near every other team except for us. For Houston, I mean, for Golden State, Houston's a bad matchup. For the Lakers, Golden State's a bad matchup. For the Clippers, who's a bad matchup for the Clippers?
Um,
The way you guys are playing now, I think you guys will play anyone.
but I think the bad matchup
It's the Lakers,
now,
Lakers,
right now, the Lakers is
Lakers.
the matchup everybody wants to see. That's the Western Conference Finals we want to see
The
right now.
freeway series.
But let me say this: if the Clippers, if right now, if we fifth right now, if we could scoop in the third, that'd be cool. If we can scoop in the fourth. If Denver could lose two more real quick, and we could just get that home court against them.
Who would you rather play in the first round? Denver without no coach or the Warriors?
Oh, Denver for sure. Denver for sure. Denver for sure. Because in my eyes, Steph Curry's the Clipper killer.
Yeah,
And I think people don't really recognize that, or they don't want to say it a lot because it's like, no, that
that's what he
nigga comes
does.
in. He comes in and goes Hamilton on
He's been a
shit.
Clipper killer since he was a baby.
No facts. So that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the playoffs is just we're going to see. We got a
And you
couple
know
more.
a team that I don't think anybody wants to see, that nobody's talking about, that's getting healthy at the right time, that's learning how to play together at the right time, that has is Minnesota Timberwolves.
Well, Minnesota has the DNA, and like I've been telling you for the last couple months, it was something going on with Anthony Edwards. Now we know what the fuck really been going on outside of the court, and I think now that it's out, he can breathe now and he can get back to playing.
And Julius Randle's playing well now.
Yeah. So like I said, they knew Clint. They knew. I
And
said
Rudy Gobert's back.
now. I see this next topic. Cooper Flag, no clutch gene. Duke choke. Get on it. I watched the game and I told you I was fucking with Houston the whole time. I
I
was
was
riding
fucking
with
with
Houston the
Houston
whole
too.
time.
Shout out Houston. Um, no, you already know what I think of Cooper Flag. I think I call him a combination of Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. He's gonna be number
So
one
let me ask
pick.
you this. Does he leave or does he come in the
Oh,
league
he's
now?
out. Listen. This guy forewent his senior year to go to college. You know what the deal is.
High school right now. No fact. No fact. There's no doubt about it. Tom's asking you just business wise or
No,
however.
no, no. I skipped a grade in high school to get to college just so I could get to the NBA quicker. I was just playing against the U.S. Olympic national team and giving them work. I know where I'm going. This has
I
been
think he'll
part of
look
the
nice
plan.
on. I
It's
think he'll
not,
look nice on. I
huh?
think he'll look nice. I think he'll look nice in Detroit and Phoenix.
No, no, he's going to Utah. It's already in the works. He's going to
Well,
Utah.
that's favorable. They in the white boy, white town. But yeah,
Exactly.
Duke was there. I think close game, good game.
I think Duke was a better team, but Houston just outgrimied it at the end.
I see. I like Houston. I was fucking with Houston the whole
Houston,
time. I
yeah,
think
no,
Houston had a
Houston is
better.
tough. They're
I think
every
Houston had a better synergy with their team than
they're
Duke
tougher.
right now.
They're a
Just
tougher
because Duke
team.
had three freshmen starting, so you know what I mean.
No,
Like to
they
me,
had to. Anytime niggas got them light skinned Australian niggas that can't shoot and just
I like so that's what I'm saying. That's why I
coming from
don't look at just
basketball
like Duke got
academies. I'm
named.
the
That was
Dante Exums. They had some
yeah,
Dante Exum
yeah,
nigga out there missing free
yeah,
throws,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, okay, like this isn't. They need Duke needs a little more of that Houston griminess. Like they get too cute at times with the
Yeah.
recruits.
So I mean, it was a good Final Four. It was a good thing. Houston kind of lost last night, but it was a good game. Lost by a bucket. You can't ask for nothing else when a championship game for somebody lose with
Competitive,
two.
yeah. It was very came down
And
to the
so,
last
so
possession. I see
I
that. I
think
see that kid is getting a lot of flack for that almost double dribble violation or pump fake and shot, but it was a great contest and a great championship
hell yeah,
defensive possession by Florida Gators. They earned that shit with playing defense the way they did on the last possession.
hell yeah, they
So
did.
it's like,
So
what can you say? You can't be too
So
mad at him. Fucking did eat. The shit was gonna get blocked. That's why he did what the fuck he did. It was a great contest.
yeah, and that's bounced down 3 spots so we can stay on college real quick. Okay, now as far as the women, I was actually surprised how UConn got on South Carolina. I was watching that game and the Laker game at the same time.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't. I meant to watch highlights. Didn't watch it.
I
Uh,
watched it. I
I'm
watched
I'm
that game.
glad to see UConn because I like their coach. I like their program, what they've
Yeah.
done. So
They
I'm
they
glad
just
to see
jumped out.
UConn back on
They
top.
jumped on South Carolina from the first quarter on, homie. They just got like a 7 point lead and just kept it, and that's really what the game was. South Carolina missed a lot of shots. And they had a good run. They only lost like one game again this year or something. So shout out to Don Staley. They'll be back next year. I think the key is right now. I'm watching them play. They need to get old girl. Old girl
It's,
that's about to transfer it from LSU. That black girl. What's her name?
oh, I don't
The
even
the,
know.
the one that's a baller right now that got hurt. She was on
I know who you're
LSU.
talking about. I know who you're talking about.
I think
Is
South
is
Carolina get the transfer pull for her. It's a rapture. I think they missing that star player. They didn't have a star player. Everybody was solid. They didn't have that Cooper flag that somebody that's gonna take it. You know what I mean? But good for college basketball. I think we are gonna be good now. Back to this NBA. I see this Clippers. Yeah, Clippers win 11 out of 13 now. I think it's 12 out of 15 or something like that, or however. I think maybe this season was the season that Kawhi been trying to do the last 2 or 3 years, where let me just fucking rest, and then let me just fucking go. And I think that's what happened this year. I think, with the success of James Harden and Zubac and how we playing the synergy, we was able to keep it good. And not Dwight, Kawhi was able to come in now. We're seeing like, okay, okay. And I think this is good. It just looks good for the Clippers. It looks good for the organization. It looks good for Tyronn Lue. It looks good for the league because Kawhi is one of the stars that we want to see. He's one of those greats. Like he's the guy. So I think like we were just saying a minute ago, the Clippers, we on a good vibe. Depending on how the seeding go, I want to smoke with Denver. I don't give a fuck. I want to smoke with them niggas. You know what I mean? If not, I want to smoke with the Rockets first, or however the case is. But I think this playoffs is going to show a lot. I think it's going to be a lot of moves after this season, just in general, with the NBA's and watching the same thing. The NBA is trying to calm down this player control shit. So we're going to see a lot of bullshit the next 2 seasons. So I think it's going to be good. It's going to be
I
good.
think I think I think the Clippers need to thank uh James Harden for keeping them afloat during that time where Kawhi was just pretty much out of the lineup. We talk about James Harden and you look at him after Philly, it was almost like, okay, is this guy done? Because he was
We were
dealing with
disrespectful to him. We were disrespectful to him. We were disrespectful for the Brooklyn, to the Philly shit. We were disrespectful. But even in Philly, he was playing good. Like that's the thing. He's just his play never declined. Maybe it just declined when it was two or less shots he was taking a game. But I mean, even in Philly, we seen sparks of him averaging double doubles the whole. He led the league in assists that one year. So I mean, that I think that leaving that coming home to LA, like I've been saying, we ain't heard shit about him in off season. We ain't heard nothing about off court. We just been
just getting
watching him,
extorted by Big U. That's about it.
and he's been playing, and yeah, I think this is good for him to get back in a position where he earned the trust of the team and earned the leadership of the Clippers now. Where okay, let's go, and now Kawhi can just come in. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good. The playoffs is gonna be real interesting. I don't know how it's gonna go, but it's gonna be that Rockets dominate Warriors. Talk to me about that. I think the Warriors. Oh, I think they need to understand who's going to be next up if Steph is not on the court. And I think this is where Buddy Hield, you need to step your fucking game up.
Jimmy
You
Butler
need to
too is
you
scoring.
you need to be a little bit more aggressive. And once you know what I mean, because that's what they don't understand. The more niggas be hooping, that's what makes Jimmy just go harder. And I think they forget that about his game. Though. The more niggas hooping, the more he want it. So I think that's it. And if they could get Draymond to stop tripping, because I seen that game, I seen that play, I seen that foul. They on some bullshit with Draymond, but Draymond got to stop this shit too. So, it's just one of those things they got. But